This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, g'day.
How was your sleeping?
Oh, honestly, I recommend not coming to work on a Monday. So that was yesterday for me.
Yes.
And that just, I didn't get up until 9:10. And I looked at the clock and went, normally we'd be finishing work now.
So what did you do then? Did you put on your lady robe and then just did you saunter around the house and make like a delicious I've got no work on today breakfast?
I put a towel around me and walked to the shower, had a shower.
Okay.
Then I took the dog for a walk down.
At what stage did you
Did
think
you
of
get
Nathan
dressed
and
after
I?
the shower?
I did get dressed after the
great.
shower and then walked the dog down to get a coffee. Just going, this is the life. And there were people at the gym working out. And I'm like, that's not me. I'm just living the dream.
Hey, Nat, so those people that are living that life, you lived it for that moment, right? When you're seeing those people, they're doing that on a regular basis.
I know.
Sean, ladies of leisure, and there are some men of leisure,
Yeah.
but,
Yes.
but there's a lot of ladies of leisure that just what's on today?
Yeah.
No, but what can I fill it with?
Nathan, the 9:30
Not someone's
class
filling it
at
for
the
me.
gym, the
Yeah.
9:30 class was heaving.
Yeah.
Heaving. So not all of those people don't work.
No.
They regularly go to the gym at 9.
Yeah. And then after that, they go and get like whatever foamed beverage they want to get.
Yeah.
And then they might meet up with the girls.
Yeah. I had to take
somewhere
the
else.
cat to the vet. That was a bit of excitement.
Maybe a spot of shopping. That was good.
She didn't like it much.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to the vet with Rex. Thanks for the reminder.
Yeah, no, I'm here to help.
You know, did you sleep? I know we talked about you waking up at 9:10
Yes.
or 9:10. Do you get a proper? Can you sleep all the way through?
No, I woke up and went, I better get up. And what's the time? And I went, it's 9:10. I probably stirred sometime around 5 o'clock and went, back to sleep.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah. It was the best. Thoroughly recommend.
Really got to have a. Can your body have a word to my body?
Exactly.
Because
Quite a skill, isn't it?
Can you teach me how?
I didn't go to bed till after midnight,
Okay,
but
great.
still,
Yeah.
just because I could stay up late. It was the best.
you
It was
rebel.
the best. I know.
Hey, today's show, we had Caitlin Bassett in and we talked about all things Olympics, a bit of a wrap-up. She
Yes.
gives her opinion on ray gun and
Yes.
then we discuss what sports should be kicked out.
Yeah, we did.
We caught up with Wallaby Nick White, found out some personal information about what he packs.
Yeah, absolutely. We asked the question out there if we could find a Fremantle supporter that goes for the West Coast Eagles.
Or that will be this week
Yeah,
anyway.
it's a bit of a struggle, but we did find one.
And we'll play that one.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
This is what I came for.
Yeah. Perth's Nova 937.
Keep on giving me all you got.
It's 4:06.
No, you don't get to speak if
Nathan,
you're going
Nat,
to take a
Sean.
day off. You don't get to speak anymore. You've lost your privileges. Adios.
I know, it's the best.
Like we don't take them.
Yeah.
I know. Adios.
We all get
It's
them.
all an old school term, isn't it?
It's so
great,
good.
isn't it?
It's so fantastic. Nat, you just mentioned to Harry and Sam when you walked in here what time you got up yesterday.
Yesterday morning, I got up at 9:10.
We were
Amazing.
talking
10
about it,
past
weren't we?
nine.
I was telling people to go and honk their horns in your driveway, don't really pull in right next to your front door.
And they might have, but I slept right through it.
That's amazing.
I'm amazed because,
Yeah.
you're so locked in. You've been doing this longer
Yeah, I
than
know.
any of us.
No,
and to be
'cause
able
it's not
to...
natural for me. I'm very happy to sleep in. Don't worry.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
I'm
No, my
sure
body.
that we're all
my
looking.
body is.
Okay, yeah. My body
it
says no,
seizes
Sean.
Any opportunity.
You know muscle memory. I don't have any muscle memory, but I've got sleep memory.
You got a wake-up memory.
I've got wake up memory, and that's the worst memory to have. Is when your body goes, no, you get up at this time. You get up before the sun.
Oh, my
Well,
God.
before the sun.
sucks.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Yeah,
Did you
thank
feel
you.
vibrant when you got up?
I felt amazing. Walked the dog down, got a coffee.
You know what?
The sun was shining. Everything was
To
magical.
be honest, that's why most people do this job, this one we're doing right now, for probably 5 years, and then they're out. Honestly,
Yeah.
so many people get burnt out because it throws your entire universe on its head.
Yeah. There's not many people who are married. I've gone through the list. A lot of people have breakups and
I've gone through the
are
list.
single.
It's amazing. But how are you bucking the trend, Sean? Because you're living a fairy tale love story.
I am. I mean,
It's like basically when I look at anything to do with you and Megan, I expect to see like a Disney water stamp just now.
it's very,
just
very
beautiful.
similar to that.
It's weird the way that baby deer just follows you around
It's
everywhere.
amazing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
enjoyable at the same time.
Megan gets dressed by cartoon birds this
Yeah,
morning
it's
because your
incredible.
love is so
Pure.
passionately pure.
Thank you, guys.
Are you going to bitch about it before 7 o'clock before she gets up?
100%. Stick around.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Sean ran us through the scenario that Dockers supporters need to barrack for West Coast against Carlton this week. You need West Coast to win in order to bump Carlton down and the Dockers up.
Now, I have to tell you.
Fremantle will have to win the last game
Yes.
because Hawthorn are going to play. They play Richmond North, so they win those games, and the Western Bulldogs are likely to win there. So
it's important.
So, with my parents, if the Eagles aren't playing, they'll barrack for the Dockers. And unless it's a derby. There's some people that will lend their support.
Yeah,
There's other
that's
people
true.
that won't even tolerate that idea.
Oh,
No, can't even stomach it,
They
Nathan.
cannot. The colours blue and yellow sicken them. And we're about to speak to those people now because we're going to give one of these people tickets to go and barrack for the Eagles.
Against
Barrack.
Carlton.
And you have to.
Like, you have to, like, be old.
At this game that you need the Eagles to win.
Claire's in Melville. Good morning, Claire.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Okay,
Claire.
Let's talk about the Eagles. How do you feel about the team and how do you think they've hurt you?
How they've hurt me? Well, have I got some stories for you?
Okay.
So the Eagles have lost their grand finals both on my 30th and 40th birthday, which I happened to be at the MCG watching, and they devastated me against Hawthorn. Absolutely heartbroken both those times.
So you were a mad Eagles supporter, and they let you down on those days.
Yes, both those days. Yes.
Oh, so you're an Eagles supporter, not a Dockers supporter?
No, I do support the Dockers, and I've tried very hard to love them over the years, but they have, every time I'm like, right, get behind them, it hurts.
They've also let you down.
I want to be West Australia. I'm die-hard, but I also want West Australia just to show it to Victorians, but the Dockers just continue to hurt me year in, year out.
All right, Claire. Well, you hang there because we are looking for a mad Freo supporter.
Izzy, maybe. Hello, Izzy.
Hello, how are you?
Hi,
Great,
Izzy.
Hi, Izzy.
Okay, first of all, who do you barrack for? Have you got a flag mantle tattoo?
Oh, no, but I'm going to get one soon if they win.
So tell us about the Eagles and your relationship to them.
Eagles are just disappointing. Nothing compared to Fremantle whatsoever.
Who's the best Fremantle player of all time?
Oh, I would say Nat 5.
I can't believe you had to think for that.
Wow.
Sean, your name's in the show.
Long pause.
The
wasn't
show,
it?
the show's called Nathan, Nat and Sean.
Izzy, you
But
could have played the game then.
The Nat is Nat 5, obviously.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a good answer there.
Izzy.
Well
And the
said.
Nathan is Nat 5.
I mean, thanks, Izzy.
That's right.
You hang there.
Sure.
You didn't suck up enough, to be honest.
I haven't felt real genuine.
Maybe we'll feel it from Diane.
Negative
Hello,
feelings.
Diane.
Hello, how you going?
Hi, Di.
First of all, I've got to tell you, I've been in the Derby Club for 7 years.
Okay, so she's a mad Dockers supporter.
Sean
Hi,
knows
Di.
who that is. And my daughter, my family is from Albany. They're all mad Eagles supporters. My daughter came home from pre-primary about 22 years ago and sat in the middle and said, I want to watch Jeffrey Farmer. And my friend came home, docked her out in Dockers gear, and then we came up here, joined the cheer squad, and every time those Eagles came running down the field, us girls who had little kids at the front would pull out our wooden spoons with their faces on them, put down our top, and I freaking hate it how if the Dockers win a game or they beat them in a derby, what happens? Hey, but you've got nothing in your cabinet.
Well, that's the call, isn't
Every
it?
time. On cue, every time. I hate those Eagles.
So, okay, Di. So, if knowing that the Dockers need the Eagles to win this weekend, are you prepared to go
Yes.
along and cheer loudly for the Eagles?
I will.
You're not allowed to take a wooden spoon because
No,
we're not going to
wooden
finish
spoon.
last.
So you can take one silicon spatula.
No, hate the Eagles. I'm busily converting them into coming to the Derby Club whenever I get the chance.
Okay. Do you know anyone that supports the Eagles that you can borrow a scarf off? Because I'm going to need you to wear a scarf if you go to this game.
Well,
You'll
my
get a rash, though.
son-in-law,
Yeah.
My son-in-law, my mother.
Okay. Okay.
Family.
Sean, what do you think?
Righto, Di, you're off to
Go, Di. It has to be Di.
the Eagles take on Carlton.
Di, we want a picture of you
Okay.
in the Eagles scarf at the game.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll do it.
Okay.
Barracking loudly,
2
please.
premium Bankwest best seats coming your way, Di.
Those other girls just didn't have enough passion.
You got a passion. I sensed hatred, to be honest.
Hatred. That's
Di, you had a cracking
That is
time.
so funny.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
head-to-head with reigning Rugby World Cup champions South Africa. Get your tickets at ticketmaster.com.au.
All right, here we go. Up for grabs. A platinum double pass to see the Wallabies versus the Springboks this Saturday at Optus Stadium.
Ria's first cab off the rank. G'day, Ria.
Hi, how are you?
Good, Ria. Hey, Ria, when you listen to something, do you take note of the words?
Most of the time.
Okay.
I would suggest that somebody called Ria is really good at the back half of things, wouldn't you think?
Oh, yeah, very good.
Selling itself, really, isn't it? Ria, you're up against Daniel from Bedford. Hi, Dan.
Morning.
Hey, Dan. Do you take notice of things that you hear, Dan?
I hope so. We'll find out.
Well, this is a collection of many different things, people. And we're going to play the back half of it. And you just got to tell us, word for word, what the first bit is.
All right.
You can do it. You'll buzz in with your name if you reckon you know. So let's test your buzzers. Ria.
Ria.
Daniel.
Daniel.
They're working, guys.
They are working, all right, everybody.
It's the best of 5.
And the first one we have is a seasonal song. Let us know the bit before this bit.
Beat Ria.
Ria.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Ria. Ria has shot out to a 1-0 lead, everybody.
Great start. Here we go with number 2. This is a current song.
And we might as well say it's by our good friend Sabrina Carpenter.
Indeed.
Okay.
What comes before that?
It's a young person's song.
Anybody?
No. Everybody
Bueller?
with the answer. I'm working late.
Oh, yeah.
Harry, you take a solo. I put
Okay, let's do
Harry
that
to
again.
play
Let's
the
do that
grab,
again. Let's
and
do that
Harry
again.
took that as I'm going to sing.
Damn, Michael's up.
We'll do it again, ready?
Okay.
I'm working late. You can do your solo after that. There's more people listening.
No point for that round. It's time for round 3. We are looking for... it's a song you hear every year. So
Many times a year.
what comes before this?
Play it again.
Are you too serious?
Everyone's guarantee it.
Ria?
Ria?
Is it Happy Birthday?
Yes, Ria.
Hey, can we just check in with Daniel? You still there, Daniel?
Dan?
Yeah, I'm struggling to hear, but I'm still here.
Oh,
Come on, mate.
just put your phone closer to your ear and get a load of this, guys. This is a song from a very, very well-known movie. Give us the bit before this.
So you're going to call
Ria.
Daniel?
Daniel!
Daniel.
You've got to buzz in with your
Ria.
name first.
Ria's buzzer went in first. Ria.
Who are you going to call?
Yeah. It's all over.
It's a close out.
All over.
It's a whitewash, Dan.
Dan, you stumbled.
That's
Oh,
funny.
this is a chance to make a big
It's all
comeback,
right,
and
mate.
you screwed it up, Dan. All right. Well, Ria, great news for you. You're heading to Optus Stadium to watch the Wallabies versus the Springboks this Saturday. You've got a platinum double pass, plus a walk on the field experience before the match, Ria.
Oh, my gosh. That's so exciting.
I know,
It's a great score.
Yeah, well done.
You know what? We're going to do a competition one day, Daniel, where you have to say the answer, then your name.
Then buzz in
And you
your
are
name.
going to be
100%.
set to win.
Something tells me you might have been barracking for the Springboks anyway, Dan. Is that true?
No, not anymore, unfortunately. 22 years here, so...
Oh, good on you, Daniel.
Oh, good on you for jumping
Nice.
ship. Well
Thank
done.
you.
buddy.
Beautiful work. It's 8 to 7.
Harry, do you want to sing or you
It's
right?
Because
Coldplay.
I'm a singer.
It's the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
All new Suzuki Swift Hybrid is here. Australia's best value hybrid. Win $20,000. A brand new Suzuki Swift Hybrid.
Hey, what's up? This is Troy Sivan. See me live. Your chance to win only with Nova.
All right, time to put some people in the running to win $20,000 cash, a brand new 2024 Suzuki Swift Hybrid, and a trip for 2 to New York City to see Troy Sivan at Madison Square Garden. It is an awesome prize.
Well, we just heard Rush, but we also are hoping, Nathan, that we'd hear a big word come out of some of our entrants today.
All of their entrants. Sean, hello, Narelle.
Hi.
Hi, Narelle. So welcome. You've done everything to qualify you to be in with a shot to win this. But let's talk about something more important. Sean impresses us, and he's done it quite a lot this year with the use of one word, and it is machinations. Yes, I know everyone. Thank you.
Thanks,
guys. And like every time he does it, you can just see there's a glint in his eyes. Like, look what I just. It's like a mic drop. Like a mic drop. So, what is the one that you use to impress people?
Exasperated.
Exasperated.
That just shows you more than it's not just you're tired, you're taken back. It's all of it, isn't it?
Yeah. You're annoyed. You're not just mad, you're exasperated.
It's everything.
You are exasperating.
Narelle, we're exasperated quite a lot in this building.
Welcome to the show. You deserve to be in this competition.
Narelle, you're in the running. Good luck.
Hi, Rihanna.
Hi.
Rihanna or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Nice.
How exciting.
Is there a word that you use to really impress people?
Well, it's actually a made-up word. My 3-year-old made it up, and it's like a term for being really gross and disgusting, like absolutely mortified. It's something that's so disgusting.
Okay.
And it's disgrocious.
Disgrocious. So it's like atrocious and disgusting or disgraceful?
There is literally an R&B artist that's listening right now going, I'm writing a song about that.
Disgrocious.
Disgraceful.
Should be a word. Yes.
Thank you.
We know what? It's a word now.
Yeah, we've made it a word.
I think if more than 4 people know it, it's a word.
Yeah. Disgrocious.
Thank you.
Use it, everybody.
It should have been a word before now.
Congratulations.
So long.
Well done, Rihanna.
Kate's in Hillary's. Morning, Kate.
Hello.
Hi, Kate.
Okay, so we're impressing each other with the words that we drop to impress other people. What do you got for us?
Well, the only thing I could think of is the word entwined, which might not be that impressive, but I like the way it rolls off your tongue, and I think it sounds really good when you say it.
It sounds like a poem.
Yes.
Entwine does. Entwine sounds like you're wearing a long flowing dress. There's a picnic blanket. There's there's a man, of course, wearing linen.
It also seems like a line you'd read in a book that the two of them were entwined.
Oh, yes. Lovers entwined.
Yes, it implies a fancy life, I think.
It does, doesn't it? I think you're right.
Oh, Sean, imagine Sean reading a book where somewhere it goes, the two lovers were entwined. Mate.
What book are you reading, mate?
Are you kidding me? A great word, Kate. Well done. You're in with a shot to take this all out.
Thank you.
No worries.
Great work, everybody. Remember, you can enter via the Nova player as well. So if you're smart, you do that as well.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
So we've been impressing each other with the words that we drop, right? And Harry was all excited to share his. His is a little bit harder
Harry?
to slip into a sentence in every day.
Well, it's not very fancy, but it just rolls off the tongue like the previous caller said with entwined. Fuselage. Fuselage.
So how would you? How can you throw that into a question?
I talk about aeroplanes a lot.
So you'll literally change the conversation to aeroplanes, so then you can naturally bring up fuselage.
Yeah, I'm the guy with flight radar on his phone. Tracking the
Can I
flights.
tell you, my neighbour, he bought his apartment, right? So it's across the hall from me. He bought his apartment because from the back he can watch the planes come in.
Nice.
So that was one of the reasons why. Yeah, and he sits out there and has a coffee and watches the planes come in because he's got an amazing view. Cause we're up the top.
I don't get that, Nath. But have you ever done that? Have you ever gone out to the airport? Because we know that people drive out to the airport and sit there and watch those planes.
Yeah, I've gone to the airport.
Oh, my God.
What about 10 years ago?
Hey.
Yeah.
Really?
The airport's nothing. What about the bus people? We did a thing where we did a show on the bus, right? And we went out to Adam's Coaches. We had a bus all decorated for us, and we drove around for 3 weeks around the suburbs. And when we got there were bus enthusiasts there because they had heard a new bus had arrived, and it was a new model, and they were all there to look at. Not at us. We thought they were there for us. They were there to look at the bus.
Maybe get another.
They didn't want a photo with us. They wanted a photo with the bus.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, there's many colourful crowns in this box, isn't there?
This is the Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
She's got the book. She's got the book. She's got the book. She's got the book. And I go la 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 la. She's got the book.
Invest in your child's future with the Wise School Ready program, helping children under 5 flourish through early literacy and language development. Search the Y Early Learning.
As you know, we as a show heartily embrace literature. And that's why we're getting involved in Book Week again.
Last year we went to Bull Creek Primary. This year we've been scouting for a new place to set up for the
many deserving schools, but the planets have to align.
Yes.
To be at one.
The chosen one.
At the time that we're going to be doing it. I hear a rumour.
We will be announcing the school that we'll be doing our book week broadcast from tomorrow.
We'll be winning them over by coming along with a $5,000 cheque as well.
But even without the cheque, Sean, costumes alone will win them over. I have selected mine already. Mine is partially here.
Partially. Yeah. Do you have to do any adjustments to it?
Yes, I will. There'll be something going on my head, and I may need to rip something apart and move it down and glue it.
Oh, because your head's too big?
You're a nasty woman.
Is that accurate?
To be honest, I feel like my head's shrinking. Can I be honest? I think my head's shrinking.
That's not a good sign.
Is that a thing? Have I got the Beetlejuice or something? I don't know. I do because hats now feel like.
Or are we gaslighting you by stretching your hats and then giving them back?
Are you breaking in and stretching my hat?
Yeah, we are.
Because if so, I love a long prank.
Amazing con that would
I really do like that. It makes someone question their body. I break into Sean's house and I start trimming his pants so they get short and short. Oh my God, I'm a gross
You know how much that'd affect me?
No, but so much, Sean.
How are you going, by the way? Because you like to craft things up.
Yeah, I haven't done anything. No. That's not what I spent my day off doing yesterday.
Have you got some ideas on...
I mean, maybe...
You haven't got a storyboard up already?
No. I haven't even been to Spotlight once.
So this is my thing with Sean. This is my problem. I want to do a show called The Problem With You Is. And then we invite guests on and we tell them the problem that we've got with them.
But we just
so
be
Sean,
stuck
welcome
with
to
Sean,
My
Sean
Problem
would
With
be
You.
series 2, 3 and 4.
Welcome to My Problem With You.
Yes.
My problem with you is that I've come up with a legitimate, great idea.
It's got a strong link to me.
It has got a very strong link to you. I have found the costume. It is ready to ship. But you're refusing.
Yeah.
What's your other option?
I don't have one because I've not thought about it for a second. I know, but so it's happening next Friday.
Why don't you want to go as the thing that I've told you to go? What's your explain your feelings? Why? Because I feel like I'm not that thing. But you're not that thing. I'm not that thing. I'm dressing up as.
It's called dressing up.
Don't
you don't have to commit to being this for the rest of your life.
Hey, the question's to me.
It's literally for 3 hours.
I don't know what my problem is. I just haven't given it thought enough to be able to commit to something.
You need to have a moment with yourself.
You need
to check yourself before you wreck yourself. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself.
All right, we will be announcing the school that we're going to tomorrow, everybody.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
What? Don't you speak to me like that?
No, I was going to talk about Buddy Franklin we just saw on the
Don't body shame.
He looks like he's had his wisdom teeth out. So he's chubbing it on. He's played AFL. He knows what the deal is.
Sean, are you body shaming a former AFL footballer?
Yeah, I am. And
Sean.
so...
now you're doubling down.
So his wife, would she just like, mate, come on.
You know what? I think that Buddy and her have got a very special relationship, one they keep very private to themselves. And I think that if anyone deserves to blow out, it is a professional athlete once at the end.
Because
your life is about bloody skin folds. And,
he took the money home too.
Seriously, you know what? and you've chosen to keep it tight because of your own fear of what will happen. Because
fear and standards.
Yeah, but he's just living his life.
You know what? You do you, boo, and.
By boo, we mean Buddy.
And get dessert.
And eat all of it.
Eat it.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
The jab, ducks under, the body to the head. Oh, it's all over.
5 rounds. UFC 305 returns to Perth Sunday, August 18 with UFC middleweight gold on the line. Watch Duplessis versus Adesanya live on Main Event and KO.
Here we go. We're about to play 5 rounds. 6 callers about to battle it out to go in the running to win a UFC 305 VIP experience. That'll be one on Friday.
Now, round 1 will feature Mike from Canning Vale and Kelly from Haynes. But we'll start with you, Mike. Good morning, brother.
Good morning, Sean. How are you?
Awesome.
Mike, you really want to go to this, do you?
I certainly do.
Yeah. Do you love the USA?
I do like the UFC, yes.
Let's find out from Kelly. Hello, Kelly.
Hello, how you going?
Good, Kelly. Mike wants to win it. Do you want to win it more than Mike?
I want to win it for my husband more than Mike.
Because you love your husband. Hear that, Sean?
I know.
God, do you really love your husband, Kelly? Is it true?
Yeah, he's all right. He goes okay.
He's all right.
He's all right.
She's back away from
That's
it.
really
All right, guys.
Imagine, refreshing, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, what's stopping you guys to be in the draw to win this on Friday is 5 rounds. 5 very different rounds. You're not going to know what's coming at you like a normal round in UFC.
We'll ask the question. If you know the answer, buzz in with your name. Get it right, you're through to the next round. Get it wrong, your opponent goes through. Drama. Let's test your buzzers, Mike.
Mike.
Kelly.
Kelly.
They're working, guys.
We are ready.
Round Round one.
Round one is words.
It's words, Nathan.
It's words. Words.
Okay.
Here is the question. What word do you get if you spell desserts backwards?
Kelly.
Kelly.
Tress.
What? Desserts.
No, she's got it wrong.
You got it wrong.
I'm afraid.
It is desserts backwards is
Stressed.
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 Hey, Mike, just like that, you're through to the
Mike.
second round.
How good?
I know. Sometimes it's best to say nothing at all.
Didn't get a sweat up there,
You're going to
Mike.
be taking on Peter from Adelaide. Morning, Pete.
Good morning.
Hey, Peter. You really want to beat the UFC, Peter? Big fan?
Oh, so excited.
Okay.
And this is the
Missed out on
VIP.
tickets, and
Did you?
this is my chance.
Okay, this is it.
Pete,
Don't
all
blow
right.
it.
Test your buzzer, Pete.
Peter.
It's
All
working.
right.
Round two.
Round two is music. All right. So we're going to play you some audio and then we're going to have a question afterwards. Have a listen to all the audio.
Cause all of me loves all of you. Imagine all the people.
Question. What do these three songs have in common?
Mike.
Yes,
Yes,
Mike.
Mike.
They are sung by a gentleman with the first name John.
Mike, I thought no one's going to get that.
Yeah.
Well
Same
done,
here.
Mike.
No.
Mike.
Clever.
Bye, Pete. You're off to round three, Mike. Where are you going to take on Steve from Gwellup? Morning, Steve.
Good morning.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
Steve, how much you want these tickets, Steve?
Oh, unbelievably.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Which is a lot.
Fan.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
Yeah.
All right,
All right,
that's a lot.
welcome.
All right. Test your buzzer, Steve.
Steve.
It's working.
Round three.
Round three is all about riddles.
They do this in the UFC.
Okay.
They do all these rounds.
They love they love a good riddle round.
Yeah.
Okay, the question is, what comes in twos and has a tongue but cannot talk?
Steve. Mike.
Steve?
Shoes.
He's
right in the face.
Steve, Mike. Sorry, Mike. You gave it a red hot go, but Steve is through to round four.
This is fantastic.
You're taking on Jody from East Freo. Good morning, Jody.
Good morning.
All right,
Hi, Jody.
Jody. Big UFC fan?
Oh, I'd love to win them for my husband.
See, another wife that
See,
loves her
Sean?
husband.
Yeah,
Sean.
that's amazing.
Isn't it
Wives
just
are
wonderful?
amazing. No wonder you married them. Wives. They're the best.
Jody, test your buzzer.
Oh, yes.
Jody.
It's
All
working,
right.
guys.
Round four.
Round four is numbers.
Oh.
Okay. Now today, we're going to be asking you a question and then jump in and have a guess and then we'll tell you if you have to go higher or lower.
And then you'll take turns from there. Okay.
All right. Here's the question. How old was Tom Cruise when he starred in the first Mission Impossible film?
Jody.
Steve.
Jody, you can have first crack, Jody.
28.
He was older.
Steve?
Steve.
Sorry, what was that?
32.
He was older.
Jody?
36.
He was younger.
Steve?
Sorry, did you say he was younger?
Yes, he was younger than 36.
Yep.
Yep.
34.
Steve?
You got it.
You've done it. You've done it.
He got it.
Sorry, Jody. We've bid you farewell. Steve, you've made it to round five. We're going to take on Meg from Kelmscott. Good morning, Meg.
Hello.
Hi, Meg.
Hi, Meg.
Now, Steve, you know you really want these tickets. Meg, why do you want these tickets?
For my husband.
Oh,
husband.
so many wives that just really love their husband.
I am blown away this
Want them to
morning.
be happy, Sean.
Yeah,
you
it's
listening
great,
to this?
isn't it?
All right, everybody.
They're all like that.
Meg, test your buzzer.
Meg.
It's working.
Round five.
Round five is
Can I have some
UFC.
punching sounds, please, Harry? Thank you.
All right, this is the UFC round.
Here is the question. According to the UFC stats.com, which fighter weighs in heavier? Alexander Volkanovski or Israel Adesanya?
Steve.
Steve for the win.
Israel Adesanya.
It's You're
They're different weight divisions, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Completely like, it's 120 kilos.
Oh, the last stole bender.
Yes. Steve, you are in Friday's draw to win this UFC 305 VIPP experience. That's 2 premium tickets to the UFC 305 this Sunday. 3 nights of accommodation, behind the scenes meet and greet. You go to the weigh-in, everything. We're going to be drawing the winner on Friday, so good luck, Steve.
All right, thanks a lot.
You've got a 1 in 5 shot at it, Steve.
All right.
Keep the vibes down there, Steve.
Hey.
He's keeping
all
a lid
right,
on
all
it.
right, all right.
Keeping a lid
He
on it,
literally
you know?
is.
We're doing this again tomorrow, 5 different rounds, and this is going to be the most amazing UFC experience that anyone
Is
can
it
win.
just
I love it.
massive?
Great.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
We're still washing up the Olympic Games, and people are talking about a lot of favourite moments as we go past. Caitlin Bass has been reporting on it a lot, writing a lot of stories. And you just asked us a question about ray gun, which me and Nathan spoke about yesterday, but I'm sure we'd like to hear what Nat's got to say as well. What were your thoughts?
Well, if anything, I think it's a great conversation starter. I think that's the opening. What did you think of ray gun? And the room exploded.
Look,
there were so many different people with different opinions.
People have to take the hate away. Take the hate away firstly, because someone got an opportunity and she took it.
Yeah,
So-
I don't think there's... I mean, the hate's always written about, but no one's...
Once you become a public figure, in this day and age, you're going to get hate.
Yeah,
So,
I know. Yeah.
you've got to ignore the haters and just move on. She got through because she qualified.
She's the Oceania champion.
Yep, which means a lot of really amazing breakdancers that are saying, why wasn't it us, didn't go that and qualify. So that's how it happened.
But isn't it so typical of what today's society is like? Like, you could be the worst and you'll still be so celebrated.
Well,
like,
I mean-
she will be remembered
100%.
as like the main meme from this Olympic
She is the NFL are doing touchdowns and doing the kangaroo. Like Adele had stopped a concert and was talking about it. She has cemented herself.
We still talk about Eddie the Eagle.
This is true. I mean, lay down Sally.
Eel.
But she should have been there. No.
Good.
Did she know that she shouldn't have been there? She should have. Because, I mean, straight away, as soon as everyone saw her, they jumped on TikTok and stuff, and everyone's going, what about this breakdance? You know that you are not of the standard of these people that are even on TikTok, let alone the Olympics. So you can't be surprised when you're bouncing around like a kangaroo and rubbing your face on the ground doing a circle that people aren't going to say that's not real. You can't be like, oh my God. And the breakdance community are doing a beautiful thing. They're wrapping their arms around her and they're saying, oh, we support her. Yeah, you do, but you didn't give her any points.
We supported you.
I know, but someone has to come last in every competition.
But
There's
no
somebody
points.
who comes last.
No, 0 points.
Nobody's talking
Zero
about
points.
the marathon runner who pulled out after a kilometre, by the way, when there was some
'Cause they didn't do a
massive
kangaroo.
contention about whether she even should have been in the team. Even I reckon I could run a kilometre.
Well,
do
both
you know what I
her
mean?
quads cramped, so I feel like
but
running
after
with
a
2
K?
quad cramps would be really
But
hard
after
to do.
a K, Caitlin?
Yeah, but we don't know
She
what her
might have been
preparation
sick.
and stuff.
Can
Exactly.
Do you know who finished last in the marathon, the women's marathon?
Who?
The women from, the lady from Bhutan.
Oh.
So she was about an hour and 45 minutes away from the first person
Yes.
to cross the line.
I
so
mean,
she was way up
trains
the
at
pace.
altitude, though.
Yeah.
You would have thought she would have been better.
Happiest
But
place in the world. That's
It
why
is,
she's
yeah,
there.
they're really
We
happy.
didn't get your opinion. What did you think of her?
Look, Reagan, I think brave of her to get out there and give it a crack. If someone gave me an Aussie tracksuit and said, Seabass, go out there and do gymnastics, like, just for the moment, I would want to get out there. And, like, knowing that you made an idiot of yourself and potentially embarrass yourself, like, that's gutsy. But then what I find funny is everyone's celebrating her in the closing ceremony and she's doing some moves that probably she should have put out there.
I know.
She was doing some great spins. She should have been in the comp.
I still think that maybe in a year's time, there's going to be a prank show that's going to show her setting up to go to the Olympics.
I mean, this helps her thesis and everything that she's doing life outside, well, not even outside of breakdancing, but within breakdancing with her PhD. So I'm a little bit questionable about her main motives.
That this was just a research project.
Just 2 points from me is that I know people have used the word courageous and you just brave. I don't agree with that at all. So she was good enough to win the Oceanas.
Yeah.
So she was a level. So she just went in the competition. That doesn't make her brave.
You're not the world's best.
And she was terrible, right? So the next part of that is... with the Prime Minister saying, oh, it's the Aussie spirit having a go.
No.
That's not about the Olympics because
No.
people were the best in their field. And I mentioned the guy in the 200-metre butterfly the other day in the Australian Championships. He didn't hit the qualifying title. He's the best in Australia. And that makes him probably in the top 5 in the world.
Sean,
and he didn't even get a Guernsey.
Sean, she went into the competition and she made the statement, I'm not expecting to score any points. That's not a person that is at the top of their game.
But there are those athletes from all over the world. We're used to Australian athletes doing really well. well. But there are athletes from all over the world who are going to the Olympics knowing that they are nowhere near the best in the world.
But you have a champion, but don't. Every champion that we've ever spoken to in sports or whatever, they have the mindset. They have a champion mindset. I can do it. I can get it done. That's what
But
they
they
put
know
out
they
into the
can't.
world.
There's lots
but
of
it doesn't
people
matter
that
though.
can't.
But that's what is that not
Yeah,
the mindset?
well,
you have
it's
to
not
have?
used to it from an Australian point of view,
Yeah.
but on a world level, it happens all the time.
But she didn't represent another country. She represented us.
But anyway, would I want to do it again? Yes, I loved it.
Yeah, I think it's a subjective sport as well. So judges making calls on something
there's a
that's
reason
artistic.
it's not going to be a
Subjectively 0-0-0.
It's not a sport. It's not a sport. It's an arts.
Okay. Now I want to go back over. So we had 18 gold medalists, which is absolutely fantastic. And I think there's some people who get left behind in some of the talk, but there's always going to be a favourite gold medalist out of all of us. So I want to get first of all, I want to let you know, go back to day one where Grace Brown won the women's cycling ride. So no one ever mentions her.
No,
she was the first
she's
cab
the
off the
first
rank.
one.
But we know Ariane Titmus, who's just a superstar, and
Kylie
McEwen, who was
I love her
Molly
glasses.
O'Callaghan, who beat Ariane to claim that 200-metre freestyle record as well. Jess Fox, right? So Jess and her sister.
What about Amy? Yeah, I was about to say her gold medal for me stood out
so
because
beautiful.
imagine that in your sister's shadow and getting out
your
there and
whole
winning
life.
a gold.
Yeah, waiting to see her mum get swept down by the current.
So what was your favourite, Natalie? Do you have a favourite
I
of our
love
gold
Nina
medalists?
Kennedy. I thought Nina Kennedy's effort was incredible.
Yeah.
And she's West Australian too, so I'm on board with that. Yeah.
Nath?
I really love the moments where people don't care about the rules. I do love when the whole family the foxes jumped into the water. I thought that was absolutely beautiful. And then the dad commentating.
Yes.
What a unique experience. The dad commentating and then them firstly refusing him to leave. He goes, I just got to go down and said, no, hold on, we're going to get a reaction. I'm her father. So he ends up going down there and then just that real moment. And that's when a lot of the world realised that her father was commentating.
And you
I was
imagine
like,
calling your
wait,
daughter
that's
to 3
amazing.
gold medals in one
I
game.
don't
That's
know.
amazing.
Yeah,
Well, he did it the last Olympics
he
in
did.
Tokyo when he called her as the world record. So what was yours, Caitlin?
I think for me, Kaylee McEwen, I think she was pretty amazing. She won back-to-back in the backstrokes.
I
That's
love
something.
her.
And she's so young.
And then she just pops on her nana glasses afterwards. I
She
love
looks like
that.
such a little nerd,
I
doesn't
love
she?
her.
I really
My other favourite was Saya Sakakibara in the BMX.
amazing.
She was incredible, and the story of her brother being involved in that catastrophic crash. She was in a coma for months. Amazing story, and her, she crashed out in Tokyo. So the fact that she managed to pull that off was incredible.
There was an article out yesterday about the sports that people think it's time to retire. What do you think? Out of all the sports that have appeared, what do you think it's time to go? Because boxing's on the chopping block.
It is, yeah.
Synchro.
I'm really surprised about that. But I mean, breakdancing's out. Synchro to me is one that could be there. Rhythmic gymnastics.
They are
See you later.
bloody athletes.
Amazing what they do.
I don't think golf and tennis should be there. I'm sorry.
It doesn't seem like it's
I
the
don't think
pinnacle
golf
in
added
sport.
anything to the
I don't
Olympics.
think so either.
Definitely
and I'm
golf.
going to say, and dressage, I just think it's so stupid.
Well, yeah, they talked about that was gonna
when
get
in
the job.
life do you need a horse to dance? You know what I mean? It doesn't have any real world capabilities.
Well, they talked about the fact that the highbrow society is the only people who are involved, so the pool of people having a crack at this is very
It's
low.
definitely a rich person's sport. A dressage horse
Yeah, I know.
costs
Honey.
between $400,000 and $15 million. The ones at the Olympics
Let's
are
take
valued
the
at.
Bentley down to watch the horses dance.
15 million.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you got to whack a suit on them.
Yeah, that's right. I know,
Everything's
right?
And a
tailored.
hairdresser for the hair.
What
Yeah,
do you think
most
about
definitely.
fencing? Do you think fencing should still be there?
No, what's the point?
Oh, we're not good at it. Handball. Get rid of it.
No,
No, I'm surprised about boxing being thrown up, and maybe that's because people don't want to see the violence types, or people are saying that that's
there
the
are other
issue.
combat sports still in there. So
Yeah,
Taekwondo, for
but it's
example.
been around since Adam and Eve started, so that's one of the original
They
ones.
were the first
They were the
boxers.
first, and Adam won. It was full on. And then we were like, well, they should
What
be
I
fighting
do
each other.
know is if you're going to have your child at representing Australia, or you're going to be at the top level of elite sport, you have to put a lot of time and effort, and you have to be homeschooled. Every article I read of these people being homeschooled and taken out.
All of their kids in the skateboarding and that sort of thing just have to be because they're travelling so much.
Gymnastics.
There's a difference between travelling homeschool because you're doing a sport and just normal homeschool. And I'm not like, you know.
You know what we mean.
You know. You know what's going on.
Because you're not down the skate park all the time.
What do you reckon, Caitlin? You with that?
I don't believe in homeschooling, no.
Yeah. Run down to the park during your break and you're on the swings waiting for
think-
someone to push you.
Part of being an elite athlete is making the sacrifice and making time outside. The best part of me and what helped me become an elite athlete was the fact that I went to school and had those friendships outside school.
Yeah, right.
And what did they do? They gifted you with a faction of your very own.
This is true.
Tell everyone.
Oh, gold. Yeah, Bassett is
Bassett.
now. Yeah.
At which school?
You deserve
School's
that.
Marygrove Primary School.
That's right. Yeah.
What
yeah.
a time to be alive.
Yeah, if you're in Bassett, you're in Caitlin. Oh.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean podcast.
Nearly time for us to get out of here.
What are we doing celebrating tomorrow?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What are you celebrating?
Celia Paquola joining our show.
You're celebrating
we're
that?
celebrating.
We're going to be celebrating that. Scotty James, of course, because he's one of the greatest snowboarders ever. We're going to be celebrating that. We're going to be celebrating the opportunity to get in running to win UFC
no,
experience.
We're
We're going to
not.
celebrate that.
We're going to do this show with a gun to our head.
Come on!
Let's be honest. Like, because we all want to sleep.
That is so true.
Because we're continuously tired.
Did celebrating just fall out of your mouth and then you had to back it in? What happened?
Yeah,
What do you think
celebrating
you're
was
celebrating?
there. Celebrating was there. It was the right opportunity. I just went
What
with
are
it.
the machinations of your mind?
Well, it varies, obviously, from day to day, depending on the
Small
headache
monkey in
symptoms
there
I
on the
have.
bongos.
As you know.
Hello, Ross.
Hi, Ross.
Hello, I'd say it's a gold-plated gun to your head, though. You know,
Oh, yeah.
couple of diamantes on there.
Yeah, just like Kyle's
No,
microphone.
not diamontes. We're real diamonds.
Real diamonds.
Pink ones. Are you serious?
Yeah, yeah.
Argyle.
Yeah, exactly.
The gun I've got is a cap gun, so they give me a cap gun.
Oh, they're always
Remember
fun.
cap guns?
Yeah,
they're not really
lovely.
around anymore, are they? It's not the
Yeah.
time.
BB
Cap in
guns.
your ass.
BB gun.
Up in your ass.
Nathan, Nat, and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.